Hello, it is Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Tuesday crossword, which means we're going to be solving what should be a reasonably approachable early week puzzle, but I'm going to make it considerably less so by attempting to solve using only the down clues of this puzzle. We'll see how far I get with that. I might not finish it. I might. We'll see. Well, I'll finish it one way or the other, but I might not finish it strictly under that requirement. In any case, today's very vertical edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Orange Piku, Chelsea B, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. Their generous support, of course, sustains this channel, keeps it going day by day, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you to those four and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so yourself, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, where you'll find bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors, like those I've just mentioned, there's the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you so much to everybody who has supported the channel in that way. All right, let's get on to this. This is always a complicated method of solving, so we'll see. We shouldn't waste any more time. This is a construction by Marshall Herman, whose second crossword this is for the New York Times. It's a Tuesday puzzle, so it'll have a theme, probably not, probably a bit approachable, but less so if I'm solving only using the downs, which is what I'll attempt to do. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. Going to immediately switch to the downs, but I miss spacebarred. There we go. Okay, so crack expert, question mark. I don't know, a narco or something? I'm not really sure what we're looking for there. Cosmetics brand. Without any crosses, I don't know. This is going to be tough. Four-door, typically. A sedan? Car? The beat with blank Melber. I don't know this particular program or whatever it is, but I've heard of Ari Melber. That could be the answer. I'm going to put it in because I don't have anything else at the moment. Who rapped, "I've created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more"? I don't know if I know this actual line. I don't really know his music very well, but Eminem's name is Marshall Mathers, I think, so that would make sense. I think this is probably Eminem. Some Beowulf characters. I've never actually read Beowulf. What would this be? Not sure. Develops as bourbon in a barrel. Ages it. Blank drop. Egg drop, like egg drop soup. It doesn't look very good with 5 across to me. I don't know. I'm not sure offhand. Club with dinner and dancing. Club with dinner and dancing. Club. Boy, that seems pretty open-ended. Feels though there would be plenty of such examples. I must be missing an obvious sort of category name or something. Handy. Of use or utile or something like that. Some winter decorations. I don't think this is going to go well. I can feel it. What blank done Linkin Park song? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know this. I don't know Linkin Park either particularly. The Motor City on scoreboards. Detroit. Sorry. That'll be that, presumably. Well known by everyone. Well known by everyone. Of note, or I don't think that's right. That means like significant as opposed to well known by everyone. Well known by everyone. I don't know. It's not well known by me. Not taught. Innate or something not taught. You could know it innately, or it could just be not known at all. Not taught. Learned? I don't think that's right. That doesn't really make any sense. Body part that might be blue. This is going very poorly. I probably won't. I'm probably gonna have to give up on this at some point because this feels Terrible. Begat could be sired, as in, had as a child. Skirt style, micro skirt or an A-line skirt. I feel as though A-line comes up in the crossword not infrequently, so it might be that. Hub. A hub is like a central, in 5 letters. What might that be? A nexus, maybe? That's 5 letters. Let's see if that looks good. It looks okay. 33 across could be mix or 6. 36 across could be menu, maybe. Local bond info. Yeah. A local bond could be a municipal bond, that's issued by a city or something. So this probably has got to be menu going across there then. And it doesn't really help, but some winter decorations probably ends with an S. Let's see. So 39 across could be buses or fuses. What F can stand for? Okay, well, that's helpful. It probably starts with an F. What F can stand for? Failure, false. Neither of those is 6 letters. What in 6 letters? A unit or something, maybe? Like degrees Fahrenheit or Faraday female, maybe? Like M and F for male and female. That fits in 6 letters. I bet that's right. Okay, things are looking a little bit better. 28 across could be ale or Ole, like Ole Miss school. I don't know. Okay, let's get back in order here. Okay, so blew away, awed or amazed or not sure. One on Santa's team. One on Santa's team. A reindeer, or maybe it's a named reindeer. That's horrible. How many of them fit in 5 letters? There's Comet and Cupid and Vixen. Oof, that's already 3, and I've just started thinking about them. That might be most of them, though, that fit in 5. That's very frustrating, though, because I can't even assume it starts with a C because of Vixen. Okay, I mean that might not even be the what we're looking for, but anyway, in blank, not yet born, in utero, like some treaties. Bilateral? Yeah, that fits. That could be it. Okay, do any of those reindeer names, what did I have? I had Vixen, Cupid, and Comet. I mean, C looks much better than V in terms of 29 across. This could be it. So Cupid or Comet. So U or O. I think O looks better. Could be Otic across or Otis, the name. Let's try that. M for Mel. What would Cupid be? Pal? Yeah, that doesn't sound as good. Comet feels okay, actually. So 29 across could be Cuban, maybe? Or no, it could be cubic as well. Or cubby, even, the name. Like cubby broccoli. Okay, body part that might be blue. Yeah, I don't know. 34 across, probably Otis. Blue what? Body part that might be blue. What does that mean? It feels like it might be a pun, but I don't... There's no question mark. Body part that might be blue. Doesn't mean blue like sad, does it? Like your mind or something? I don't think so. I guess your eyes could be blue. Eyes would work in terms of crosses, but it doesn't match the part of speech. It would say body parts that might be blue. Which part of your eye is blue, maybe? In 4 letters is the iris. The iris is probably the... Is that the part that displays a color? I mean, that works actually as well with Otis. And then this would be cubic. Well known by everyone. It probably ends if it ends in a C, it probably ends in IC. Iconic, maybe? That's well known by everyone. Iconic. Okay, that worked. 17 across looks like medicine something. Let's try that. some Beowulf characters. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'm not sure. Crack expert. What did I even say here before? I already can't remember. I said narco. That doesn't work. Medicine is looking good to me. Cosmetics brand. I don't know. Okay. I'll have to come back to that. What could 14 across be? This could be another G. I don't know. Like something ing, but I have no specific reason to think that. What was 8 down again? Blank drop. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, mic drop, maybe? Mic drop is a common word or common phrase that would fit here. Does that 5 across could be exam? I don't know. The Beowulf characters are likely to start with an X. Could be Elam, the place name. I don't think that's. I mean, it could be some Beowulf characters. L. Could be Edom, the cheese, or I guess the location. The Beowulf characters could be Danes in that case. That would make sense. That would actually make sense, and that wasn't at all the lines on which I was thinking. Oh, although, no, 19 across doesn't look very good, does it? Ohms. Oh, I misspelled M&M. Oh, I'm glad I noticed that. NMM is what I wrote. Oof, that's especially dangerous on solving this way. Oh, wow. Okay, does that help at all then? Does that help with 14 across maybe? Oh, wow, yeah, that really changes things considerably. I don't know that it doesn't necessarily give me any answer, but it... something magic or... I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. I'll come back to this area. I've made some progress. Let's look elsewhere for now. Okay, blew away. Maybe ED? Don't know. Probably shouldn't assume that. Daydreaming, say. I don't know. Narco. Oh, it's funny. Narco. It's funny that I said the word narco earlier. Narco nabber. A drug cop or something. I thought it's not really a phrase. Is it drug cop? Just trying to think of something that would fit in these letters. This number of spaces. Brand of neon markers. Sharpie. That's not really. I mean, they probably have neon ones, but that's not really what they're known for. Well, I don't know that I know a brand of neon markers. Erase, undo, delete, maybe? I mean, 42 across den is a valid answer. Playground retort is, right, this is one of those things. It could be am so, am not would fit. Are so would also fit. Could be are so or am not. Someone, oh, those both start with A. Oh, that's useful. Someone suggested using the rebus to put in possibilities. I might try that. I've never tried that before on here. So are so or am not would mean I could put an R or an M here. Oops, sorry. An E here or an N here, I think. And then R, and then an S here or an O here. And then, I don't know if this will be helpful. We'll find out. And then an O here or a T here. Okay, so are so and am not, we can read going down. That's funny. Okay, who knows? We'll see if this helps. 43 across looks like maybe totally or something like that. Does a Y help here? Daydreaming, say. Yeah, it could be something E, like foggy or misty. Or, well, if you're daydreaming, you're kind of, I don't know how to put it. You're sort of out of it a little bit, maybe. You're something E. I mean, I like that, being an E. Did the L's help here? The brand of neon markers, I just don't think I know. Narco nabber. It'll probably seem obvious in retrospect, but I don't know right now. The Count of Monte Cristo author, Alexandre Dumas. There's something at least. So 45 across could be demigod or something, maybe. It bites. It bites, I don't know. Soul Singer Adams. Do I know? Hopefully I know this name. I'm not sure offhand, though. Starts of some pranks. Calls? Like prank calls? Do I want this to be demigod, though? Starts of some pranks. I don't know. 50 across could be Sula or Hula or Lula. Could be a name. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I didn't even look at 50 down. 50 down is Jewish wedding dance. That's Horus. So Hula. Okay, that's straightforward. Comfy bit of footwear. A mock. This used to be in the crossword quite a lot and hasn't been as much recently. It's a moccasin, presumably. Yeah, I think that'll be right. Plastic Ono Band. There we go. The official female solo artist of the New York Times crossword, Yoko Ono, and in this case, the Yoko Ono and the Plastic Ono Band. Okay, so let's see. I think R so is looking more promising than am not to me in terms of the crosses. 57 across almost certainly looks like color to me. Brand of neon marker. I mean, that would be an R. Seems plausible, but I don't really have any way to know. That's an L. Does that help? Don't know. I mean, I don't know it's an L, but does it help if it were? 58 across could be lays, like with a laser. Taxi, no. Cab, oh, no, base. Sorry, that's better. A taxi is a cab. That's straightforward. Okay, so more income, more to come later. Maybe 52 across could be. Let's try that. Let's try R so here. It could be. It's a bit speculative, but it fits, you know. What might precede phone commercially? This is a brand name, presumably, or a product. There's Epi, like Epiphone is a brand of electric guitar. They might make acoustics as well. I don't know. What might precede phone commercial? I assume this is referring to a trademarked commercial term. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It bites. Oh, a gator maybe. If it's demigod in 45 across, which is kind of what I want it to be, this could be a gator. It literally bites with its jaws. So demigod probably then. Have I looked at this yet? Dares. A prank might start with a dare. You might dare someone to do something. Okay. Can I look at 56 across and infer anything here? On a this is probably a vowel, brand of neon markers. On a oops, sorry, I didn't read that. I'm just trying to look at possibilities here. I don't know. Could this be Odell? No. Could it be? I'm not sure. It doesn't look as good when I think about ADA. Well, no, I guess ADA could be the Americans with Disabilities Act. That is possible, actually. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. That's the problem. What might precede phone commercially? Just trying to get a sense of trying to think of more things that could go in 56 across. On a, it really looks like on a. I don't know. Wish I had more in the middle of the grid. So what about 33 across? Mix or 6? Let's see. I'm getting close to 20 minutes, which is kind of when I want to maybe give up on this because I'm not going to have enough, I don't think. Oh, medicine cabinet. Oh, I should have thought more about that. I bet that's right. What she done, maybe? I mean, that sounds like it could be. No, I was going to say that sounds like the name of a song, but S before D seems very likely for 9 across. I mean, it could be some kind of initialism or acronym, but I don't know. It could be someone's name. I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's look at other things that medicine cabinet crosses. Club with dinner and dancing. Cabaret? I bet that's right. Handy. Yeah, utile, that could be. That was one of my guesses, and it works with the eye. Some winter decorations. Wow, it would be funny if 9 across were Cupid, which was one of the things I was considering for 29 down. Some winter decorations. Oh, pine trees. Oh, maybe it is. Would you call a whole pine tree a sort of decoration? Maybe. What? Oh, maybe What I've Done. What I've Done also sounds like it could be the name of the song. Oh, imaginative. Over imaginative. Like you've got an over productive imagination. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Cosmetics brand. Oh, Aveda or something like that. Is it Aveda? 21 across looks like canines, maybe, like teeth or dogs. Crack expert. Oh, comic, as in they're experts in cracking a joke. Oh, wow. This has suddenly made a blast of progress here. Not taught. Natural? Like you have a natural talent, it's not taught. This looks weird, though. Pine. Oh, it's not pine trees, it's pine cones. Because 23 across, shorthand doesn't look like anything, but short can does. So pine cones. This is all looking good. That was all, or at least it seems to be. And the Knicks, great. Okay, I'll stick with this a little bit longer because I've got some momentum going now. Blew away. 27 across could be higher or sire or dire or wire. Ugh, okay. Oh, but wire wowed. Okay, it's good that I actually typed those in. So 32 across, 32 across could be Borat, maybe. Daydream, say. 35 across could be towel or dowel or I don't know. But it might be an O. Daydreaming, say. So if this ends with Y, I mean, this really does look like totally, doesn't it? Narco nabber. Maybe it is some kind of cop. On a separate note. Could that be it? What might precede phone commercially? I still don't know what that is. But I think this might be on a separate note. Soul singer. Oh, is it Odette's? It doesn't. 59 across doesn't look good for that. That's my worry. Okay, let's come back to that. Let's find some. Let's make some progress here. Narco nabber. Why do I not see what that is? Could this be Borat? No rat, like I'm no rat, might be part of a phrase. Or I don't have any other guesses about that. So this could be towel or dowel. Maybe it is drug cop. Maybe this isn't totally. Does drug cop work? Toe. I don't know. It doesn't look good. What about towel? Narco nabber. I don't know. Nothing's really looking very convincing to me with that. Brand of neon marker is. I guess the plural doesn't really matter. Oh, this is probably Eric still. I assume this will be a cop of some kind. Maybe highlighter. Is there a brand that spells highlighter Lite? It seems like there would be, as opposed to spelling it out Hilight. Do they do that so they can trademark it because it's not a sort of normal word? I don't really know. I don't really know why you get those weird commercial spellings like that. Anyway, this really does look like, maybe it's not totally, maybe it's something like total up. Daydreaming, say. Daydreaming. Foggy? That doesn't look good with 38 across, does it? Don't know what that could be. 41 across could be I did or I don't know. I can't actually think of very many other possibilities. Does that help with this? Not really. Not really. Ooh, I'm so close. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it, though. Daydreaming, say. Does this work with a B? I don't know if I think it is Borat, but I can't think of any other good possibilities. Daydreaming, say. Oh, he was daydreaming. It feels like I should be able to get it. Maybe it's not an O. I don't know. I think it probably is. There aren't very many other. Oh no, it could be an E. It could be a jewel. It could be jewel. Does that help? Junk cop. I don't think it's right. I don't think that's right. No, it's probably an O. Daydreaming, say. Oh, bored. You're bored. You're daydreaming. Okay. 38 across looks like hired, probably. Could it be anything else? I don't think any other vowels work there. That's good. 41 across could be ID'd. No. Well, 43 across looks like totaled. Oh, a vice cop. Vice cop might nab a narco. Oh, look at this. I can't believe how close I've gotten. Let's see if I can finish it off. Soul Singer Adams. I still don't know if I recognize this. What might precede phone commercially? What is this? I mean, more to come later and on a separate note look really good, given how much of them are fully crossed. So, I mean, it just feels like it could be any vowel to me. Anaphone, well, maybe not an E. That doesn't work really. ANA phone, anaphone, ANO, ANU, ANI. I mean, it feels like an A or an I probably. I mean, if it were an I, it could be iris again in the cross, but we've already put iris in the grid, so it kind of, haven't we? I think we did. That was the I part, wasn't it? No, I don't remember where that was. Here it is, yeah. So we're not going to put it in again, that's for sure. Soul Singer, so it could be across, it could be bras, it could be irks. No, this is going to be a vowel. Okay, I mean, it could be an H, I guess. It's not going to be. It's almost certainly a vowel. Could be an E. Could be an E or an A. If it's something like IRS, like angers, or IRAs, like individual retirement accounts, or even the name IRAs. Eras, it could be. If that's an E over there, I think that's less likely. A and E phone looks less likely to me. Soul Singer Adams. I kind of want this to be a D, maybe. 51 across could be Ada. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to finally check the crosses on these. Sorry, I don't want this to just drag on. So I'm going to give up now. Let's look at these. In the manner of is Allah, like from the French. There we go. And then 401k alternatives are IRAs. So Oleta Adams. Okay, I don't know that I actually had that. I don't think I was reaching for that name, to be honest. So it's good that I gave up. 401k alternatives are IRAs. And then what might precede phone commercially? Anaphone. I don't know what that is. It doesn't ring a bell to me at all. Hopefully this is right. It was. By which I meant hopefully the whole grid was correct, which it fortunately was. Okay, I have no clue what our theme is. Let's see. Purchase on. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, wow. Purchase on Wheel of Fortune or every other letter of this puzzle's grid. Wow, that would have been very helpful if I'd have known that. That's so interesting. Boy, if I'd have been solving this with the acrosses, this would have been a considerably easier puzzle, I suspect. Because I would have known whether every single space in the grid was either, I would have known whether it was a consonant or a vowel in every case. That is really interesting. So presumably we have a whole checkerboard pattern running through the whole grid of vowels. Yeah, we do. Wow, so the whole grid is a checkerboard of consonants and vowels. I did not perceive that at all because that's so common in English orthography that it didn't even occur to me. Wow, so this is a truly themed grid as opposed to, solving themed clues. So I don't think we have any themed clues. Right, okay. Well, let's look at the acrosses and see what we missed. Home in Havana would be casa. house. Cheesetown in northern Holland would be Edam. There, we referenced both the place and the cheese for which it was named. Well, the place for which the cheese is named. One on Santa's team is Cupid. We did have that. Oh, that's funny. That wasn't a coincidence. There we go. Too fanciful is over-imaginative. Fixture above a bathroom sink is a medicine cabinet. Chicago's Ida B. Wells Drive. Singles are ones. Bit of writing of Nathaniel Hawthorne is a tale. They bite would be canines, which I guess could be dogs or teeth. No problem, sure can. Viewing spot for the Grand Canyon would be its rim. Hook up for an undercover agent would be a wire. Cry accompanying a flamenco dance is Olay. Like volume measures are cubic. Film title character from the glorious nation of Kazakhstan, so it was Borat. Overrule is to nix something to cancel it. Redding, who wrote the song Respect, Otis Redding, famously covered by the great Aretha Franklin. Purchase on Wheel of Fortune or every other letter of this puzzle's grid would be a vowel. That's an amazing thing to be to realize. One may be a drop-down menu on a computer piece of software. Brooks with an EGOT is Mel Brooks, who's won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. If one was put on the payroll, one was hired. Bonds tightly is fuses. The disco era, the 1970s. Like some coffee and hockey pucks are iced. Rabbit's residence is a den. Beyond repair, say, is totaled. Hercules, E.G., was a demigod of myth. Country singer Church would be Eric Church. I don't think I know that name. Hawaiian dance would be a hula. In the manner of is Allah from the French. Hold that thought is more to come later. And switching gears, on a separate note, these long ones were actually very helpful, I have to say. Sometimes they can be brutal in these weird unidirectional solves, but today they were helpful, I think. Blush or rose is a color. First, second, or third is a base in baseball. And finally, 401k alternatives are retirement funds, IRAs, individual retirement accounts. There we go. Finally made it through the Tuesday crossword. There we have it. And I hope you enjoyed it. I know that this style of solving is somewhat polarizing, but there do seem to be people who really enjoy it. So hopefully you're one of them. But if not, I apologize. I'll be back to normal solving tomorrow. Do consider subscribing to the channel on YouTube if you've been enjoying these videos. And let me know how you fared with this one. Let me know if you noticed this pattern. I'd be pretty impressed. It's very subtle because it is so normal in English for this pattern to be followed. But do let me know how you fared with this puzzle in the comments below the video or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow to normally solve the Wednesday crossword, so join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Tuesday. Take care.